What if I told you that your brain was wired to become obsessed with jiu-jitsu because of 4 factors that keep you hooked and coming back for more? But what is it about jiu-jitsu that makes it so appealing? Why is it extremely addictive? And how do we approach training so that we can balance jiu-jitsu with life? The true appeal of jiu-jitsu is that it's basically like joining a secret society, because you do learn a secret handshake and you learn to speak a little bit of Japanese and Portuguese enough so that the outside world doesn't understand what you're saying. And then you build this camaraderie with your teammates, no matter who they are or where they come from or what they do for a living, because you're facing the same struggles day by day, learning techniques, fighting each other, and getting beat up by the same 16-year-old green belt over and over again. Swear I'm gonna get him next time, bro. Jiu-jitsu is also a form of grappling, and for some reason human beings are just drawn to grappling. It's something primal, it's something in our human nature, because if you look in every society in every corner of the globe throughout history, it's as if they had their own art forms of grappling that were appreciated by the people. It's this relatability that brings us to our first factor for jiu-jitsu addiction, and that is the sense of belonging. Because how powerful is it to belong to a community in a world where we feel more isolated and lonelier than ever? You know, when you join a jiu-jitsu gym, it's as if your gym becomes your second home, and the people there become your second family, and you develop this love and loyalty for your gym and the people at your gym. And it's almost tribal. It's like you found your tribe. And you know, for me, I felt this really strongly. And when I started teaching kids jiu-jitsu, I felt it tenfold, because I felt like I was finally contributing to society in a positive way. And it's such a powerful feeling to feel connected. The second factor for jiu-jitsu addiction is the human need for growth, because you understand, if you have ever hated feeling stagnant, you know that if you are not growing, you are dying. But in jiu-jitsu, you're offered these markers of progress. You can see it on your belt. It's the promotions to stripes and colors, but it's also everything that you can't see or measure, and that is the self-discipline, the self-respect, the humbleness, the self-confidence, the character development that you get from jiu-jitsu, combined with everything that you can see, and it is intoxicating and good for the human psyche. Factor number 3 is jiu-jitsu problem solving. Because in jiu-jitsu, every question that you have has an answer, and every answer for every equation you have leads to more equations. It's like what Albert Einstein might have said, and that is, the more I learn, the more I realize how much I don't know. It's so true, because in jiu-jitsu, it's like an equation that never truly ends, because every position leads to submission, leads to a takedown, leads to a counter, leads to an escape, and every counter has a counter. And it's this crazy world of problem solving that if you have a curious mind, you're gonna find it extremely fun and addictive. Last but not least is the addiction to the intensity, because there's no feeling like fighting and trying to survive. And when you're on the mats, there's nothing that can enter your mind. There's no fears, doubts, anxieties, or worries. They all melt away. All that matters is the present moment and the fight that you're in. It's beautiful, it's twisted, but we feel most alive when we're closest to death. Now, before I tell you how to find balance between training and your personal life, let me ask you, what is it about jiu-jitsu that makes it addicting for you? Is it the sense of belonging? Is it the growth and advancement that is promised in jiu-jitsu? Is it the fun that you have while problem solving? Or is it the sweet, blissful intensity you feel while you're fighting? Or is it something completely different? So here's the truth for you. I never found balance between training and my personal life. I'm either putting in a lot of hours at the gym and my room's not getting cleaned, or I'm taking care of myself outside of the gym and I'm taking a break from jiu-jitsu for like a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks even. But I've managed to approach jiu-jitsu in a much healthier way, and I had to acknowledge that jiu-jitsu was giving me everything at the gym where I could not find in my personal life. So maybe it was the sense of belonging that I had at the gym. Well, now I realize I gotta work on my personal relationships. And the growth and advancement that I was feeling from jiu-jitsu, I have to realize that my career was not giving me it, and so now I gotta work on that. And as far as the sweet intensity that I get from training, it's because every single day of my real life felt like drudgery. 9 to 5, clock in, clock out. It's not how I wanted to live my life, so now I realize that I have to change that. I realize now that jiu-jitsu can complement my life, not let it take over. Because I want to continue to love jiu-jitsu, even though sometimes it may not love me back. And maybe you've had the same realizations. So be sure to let me know if you agree or disagree with anything I said here, and did I miss anything at all? Please let me know. And be sure to give this video a like if you liked it. Feel free to subscribe if you want to see more. And oh, by the way, I also made this video about what nobody tells you about in jiu-jitsu if you want to check it out right here. But anyways, my name is Steven. I want to thank you so much for supporting the channel, and I'll see you next time.